All right. Now for lunch. No. Anywho, um, so lecture. We had a group with Sam with Josh, Cade, and Miss Whitney. I believe that's her name. Whitney. Yep. So day one, uh, Cade did some relevant formulas over all the formulas of Pascal law principle. I went over the laws and examples about all of it. He did a really good job giving the pictures and the site. um, Pascal's law explained. Arcade, Ms. Whitney, really good job at setting up her stuff. She had relevant formulas and constants referred. So she had pressure definition formulas, units. Um, yeah, she did really good about this. Set everything up nice. And she had relevant scientists thoroughly discussed. Um, Basically went over explaining everything about Pascal, where he was born, uh, what he was, basically saying he was a mathematician, physicist, no, I don't know how to say that, and religious philosopher. And one of his talents was discovering a digital calculator. Bet you didn't know that. Pascal invented a syringe that could create the hydraulic press, too. That's what we're going over. Um, Joshua had relevant fields, so his was basically describing the hydraulic system, how it amplifies forces and applying pressure to combine fluid and systems such as like a car brake, hydraulic, like an excavator. A excavator has a claw, and the way to move the bucket, it has a hydraulic system to move it. You know, um, everybody did a really good job explaining and showing, dumbing it down for my dumbass, small brain self. Um, Everybody did a really good part, played really good roles in each part, so I give him props to that. And then he also had relevant formulas and constants referred, which I think that was already done again by, okay, yeah. Oh no, it was done by Miss Whitney, so he copied. Um. Anyways, yeah, he did a really good job. He just did a lot of pictures. I did not like it. It made me lost. Oh, someone's killing me. Don't become an HVAC, commercial HVAC, because you will be sitting on a roof all day and you'll get sunburned, and that's not fun. Um, Mine was clear identifying and giving you brief information over Pascal and his law, Pascal's principle. Basically, I explained kind of the exact same thing that Josh did. It states the pressure applied the fluid transmits equally with all directions throughout the fluid. The principle is discovered by Pascal with fundamental constants of fluid mechanics. Um, yeah, that was first one. Basically, just giving a debrief about Pascal himself and his law. Um, Part two or part B. Um, Big load. Um, so Cade's Cade's was a difference in modern approach. Um, Pascal's law applies to hydraulic systems, however, today they're much more advanced. So basically, when he came up with it, they really did not have much of anything. But today, with all the technology and stuff that we have, we can use it for pretty much anything. That's what's so good about this. And comes with cars, ATVs, industrial um, sense, like excavator, a crane. Eh, I mean, basically any big machinery or really any machinery at all comes with hydraulics. Um, there's even hydraulic suspension too. People came up with that too. Um, yeah, that's what his was about. His was also about difficulties, how accurate measurements had to be taken throughout um, developing this, like how precise Pascal had to be to come up with such a thing back then. Um, Miss Whitney, the motivation of experiments in the present day. Like I said, we have all this technology and all that stuff now. So, like, the motivation behind it is, I mean, just humans in general are always trying to make it better. So, in the present day, they are coming out with crazy stuff like robots and just everything. I mean, AI is out, you know, that's we're gonna be taken over by robots because we just want to build these things and they're just gonna be way more smarter than us because I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that's what Purge is about. Like just how the present day experimentation motivation for the experiments and all that. Because everybody's gonna be coming up with new ways to turn this into something for their own motive. Um, the future expectation of research. Ooh. Like I said, it's helping the future in robotics. I mean, basically just what I just said. She did a really good job with presenting all this stuff and dumbing it all down. The summaries were amazing and pictures were amazing too. Josh, I wish you would put the text in front of the picture because then you could read it, then you go down and see it, and you're sitting looking in between everything. His, I swear, I think it was the exact same thing Miss Brittany did. Okay, no, it's not, but practically the same thing. Oh, his process described, basically describes how the experiments for the modern day let's use two fluid cylinders connected to hydraulic line to demonstrate how pressure is extracted through the combined fluid. So it was demonstrating how uh, the two cylinders to make the compressed fluid to make the hydraulic system actually work. The pistons and all the mechanical parts to it. His other one was original benefits for the discovery. Like I said, it really came down to like production wise. Like this stuff was also made to make production of food, uh, like tires, like any modern thing back then that was used to make the production more quicker, more efficient, and more quantity of it. And him with his pictures, golly. Mine was original experiment process described. I basically described how the experiments were demonstrated back then. The modern benefits of discovery are basically explaining the modern better benefits of this discovery. I mean, literally everything we do, which has, I mean, I can't tell you how much stuff can be produced in a day because of what Pascal did with this and what we're using for this. I mean, it's crazy how much like companies can produce in a day just because of the machinery and the technology we have now. And a key part of it is because of Pascal. This one I did not do due to my stepdad having a heart thing. I explained that in the lab. My dad and my stepdad had like a heart problem and I rushed him to the hospital. I think it was a day or two before this. I explained it to the lab boy. I know I'm more likely not doing these videos right, but I mean, I'm just so confused on what we're doing this over and all that. Um, I hope this still technically somewhat counts. Um, for this one, I never really got to like look into it, but it looks very, very well organized on all of their parts. I mean, I'd give them all a 10 out of 10 for presentation. It looks very, very well organized and Square Enix going all and above again. I mean, they all did really good. I just never really got to look into it because I've just been so busy. Um, my stepdad and all with that, and then I was slammed at work. So I got a whole earful from my mom too. But yeah, that pretty much summarizes that. Everybody did really good on this side together and helped me better understand everything on the lecture side. On the lab side, it was just me, Josh, and Cade. I mean, we did really good at explaining things. There's just, we did not have really that fourth one. But yeah, that's all for that. I hope this really counts. Yeah, and thank you if it does.